Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host Paul James, and today I'm joined by Matto Phillips and Damo Camilleri.
And the good doctor.
The good doctor. Oh, jeez.
Freddie Highmore.
I should not.
Sean Murphy.
Apparently I
Ladies
look like
and gentlemen.
a good doctor, so my students tell me. I'll crop a photo of him here somewhere. Put it right over Matto in the middle here just to see him do a side by side. Apparently I look like the good doctor from the TV show. But anyway, this is our Patreon episode. So if you are not a patron, well then you've seen this way later than everyone else, and you should
And that
rectify it.
joke is
That's
way gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Missed it.
It's gone the way of Baby Shark.
Paul would be on that show right now.
So maybe it hasn't totally gone yet.
I just want to hear it, man.
This is our Patreon episode, and in this episode we're getting super subjective. We're talking about our favourite platforming games,
Yeah.
Yes.
and wherever that kind of spins off to, because there's obviously little subgenres and those sort of things. Fine, but is there? I mean, I'm sure there'll be some that we all agree on. Is there? What's that kind of big one? If you were to kind of identify your favourite, or the one that's maybe, was it a platform that got you into games? Where do we want to kind of start this?
I would say my favourite one would be Crash Bandicoot 3, Warped. And because I played it so much. Like, I played the shit out
So
of that
yeah,
game.
not necessarily best, but the one that's kind of
Yeah, it's not definitely not the best. But yeah, that's definitely the one that, you know, I played a whole heap. Oh my god, there's so many here that I should have said.
He's looking at before I said Crash.
No, but I mean, Crash is pretty amazing. But wow, there is a lot in this list. This is just me searching platformers. Do you want to go through? Just want to go through?
We'll talk through a bunch of
Already
different
got one.
But yeah, no, Crash Bandicoot 3
Like jokes and
Warped
ideas.
was it was just really fun. It was a really polished version of the Crash games. The storyline was cool.
Yeah.
The mechanics were great, like, you know, getting on an animal and then running, but like trying to almost speed run through some of those levels was, you know, like, how quick can I do this? Like,
Yeah.
you know, you get timed and stuff like that. So that was real cool. But I mean, I'm a huge platformer. Like, it's definitely one of my favorite genres to date would be platformers.
Yeah, I think you can't go wrong with it. And there's so many other genres that have kind of stolen little bits of it. You see it in action adventure games, like your third-person shooters, those sort of things. Some first-person shooters try to bring it in there. Some do it better than others. Titanfall is a good example where it works. Most other franchises are examples where it doesn't. But do you have any particular favourites?
Definitely.
And we'll kind of really spin off from there. But
Donkey Kong Country is probably my favourite as a kid.
yeah.
That's all I used to play on the Super Nintendo just all the time was just Donkey Kong Country. And
It's a solid choice, though.
solid choice, yeah.
You can't go wrong with it.
Can't go wrong with it. Pretty much just has the same standards like a Super Mario game. One into a sentence. Crocodile stole
I hope
my
you picked that
bananas. Crocodile stole my bananas. Pick what up?
No,
Like
it's
that.
just the sound effects drinking. That was
Yeah,
like the.
I was on the
that was like the
arse end.
grapefruit technique video. Don't look it up if
Whoa, jeez.
that was don't look that one up if you're young. But
But if you want to please your man,
no, don't. I believe I have some of my students that watch this show every now and then. Donkey Kong though.
Donkey Kong.
Obviously, you spend a lot of time playing Donkey Kong Country. Surely you have to recognise that Donkey Kong Country 2 is better though, right?
Yeah, by far.
Good.
Well and truly by
Sorry,
far.
I played 1 more than 2 as well. I just wanted to make sure that we're on the same page there.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
right.
Straight up 2's 10 times better.
Is the Super Nintendo where you kind of got onto all those?
Yes. That's because that was pretty much the first console was the Super Nintendo, and pretty much the first game we got was Donkey Kong Country.
Nice. Before
So-
Mario.
Oh no, it came with a Mario cartridge and all that, but I didn't really care about it.
All Stars.
All Stars, yeah, that's the one.
That's where I got my start. And
Yeah.
I didn't. I had Mario and Zelda. so platform
Disappointing Super Mario 2. Such a letdown.
Yeah,
Well, just very
I
different.
distinctly remember always going scrolling past.
Very
it.
different to the first one. Very, very different.
scumbags.
How dare
We
they
are
change
on
it?
Nintendo for making Mario.
You guys, it's one of the
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the best Mario's.
There's always that guy.
There is.
Two.
Yeah, I love two.
We'll have to go back and replay it.
You just play Princess Peach and the game's broken.
Yeah, just float.
Yeah, exactly.
Or be Luigi and just have your little legs just... Or just Toad that's just
Useless.
there.
Just do the duck and
Jump.
boom, fly in the sky.
And take on 400 purple dinosaurs that shoot eggs out of their mouth.
Birdo.
So are there any other? Oh yeah.
Ow.
And
Oh.
Ow.
ow, ow. And now he's big in Mario Tennis. Or it.
Made a
She.
return.
Shim.
Whatever
Zim.
Zerto is.
Zer.
Z.
It. Oh, that's a clown. No, don't worry about it.
So before we kind of jump into 3D, because obviously the majority of our gaming years have been kind of 3D,
The
3D
90s.
space. But are there any other 2D ones that really strike you from that sort of period? Because Donkey Kong, Mario are big for me.
Super
Not
Metroid.
from that period.
Did you say Super
Yeah,
Metroid?
I mean, it's got platforming elements for sure.
But not sort of your straight up platformer. I'd say Yoshi's Island.
Yes, that's the best
That's
of the lot.
yeah.
In my mind, it's the best
What
of
do
the
you
lot.
say? What is your?
Abe's Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
No,
Abe's Odyssey was like the
I
first.
thought it was about to be.
I think it was- that was the first-
I thought you were going to say Super Mario World's better. Like, oh, don't say that. Well, no, it's not bad, but Yoshi's Island's
Oh, Yoshi's Island's
Superior.
amazing.
Yeah.
This is
Up here.
so much fun.
And Touch Fuzzy Get Dizzy, it just takes it up here.
And then you
can't
had
see
that
where this is
Wall-E
going. It's
game
off
and-
camera now, but it's really high. I went all Michael Jordan. in
He
Space
actually,
Jam.
he went. He's lying. He actually went above the thing, and then his arms just like he's that lanky. Like it's gone down. Like he actually said it's
like
down.
Lanky Kong. Going back to Donkey Kong.
Oh, lanky.
That's 60. We're going to 64. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get back to Donkey Kong, I'm sure, later. But yeah, are there any other those 2D ones that really gelled?
Oh, so 2D.
Yeah, before we kind of because there's a obviously-
Bobsy. No, not really.
Well,
Yeah.
the first Bubsy, the first level was
Not the,
golden,
yeah, but after that was
and then
just.
it's kind of trailed away. 2 was poor, and 3 in 3D.
There was a third one.
Well, this is multiple episodes
2D.
in a row we've spoken about.
What?
This.
2D.
There's
So
a-
from that
Yeah, Bubsy
generation
3D
that we're
on
talking.
PS1.
Oh,
That's what
oh
I was
no, I
talking
remember
about
that.
for our
Okay,
PS1
yeah.
episode. Go back and check that out if you need.
Oh.
Talk about the PS1 classic and the
Yuck.
games. It should be alright. But it's trash.
How did it get past the first one?
So we're talking about that age or just 2D platformers?
Just 2D, so it doesn't have to be a Super
oh well,
Nintendo
Broforce.
specifically. Oh yeah, okay.
Love Broforce.
So yeah, I mean that could obviously include a lot of modern 2D.
Yep. Shovel
games.
Knight.
Yeah,
Ooh, no.
you don't mind your Mega Mans?
Yeah, I don't mind
I know
Mega
they're
Mans.
a little bit more.
Oh,
combat
I just remember
focused.
one. It was one I used to play as a kid on PC. It was Earthworm Jim.
Oh yeah,
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
Yes.
not the best, but the coolest game of the lot.
Yeah. it's-
Without doubt.
Lion
Just the-
King.
Oh yeah, some of those
And
old
Aladdin.
Disney, yeah, they were great.
Lion King, Aladdin, Hocus Pocus,
Robocop.
DuckTales?
RoboCop,
Oh, wow. Robocop.
I'll vouch
wow.
for DuckTales.
DuckTales.
There was a remaster a few years back, and that's
DuckTales.
yeah, it's man.
Chemtrails, Alex Jones. You gotta watch that remix. It's pretty
Oh,
fantastic.
okay, right. That sailed a mile over my head.
Oh god,
Um,
he's a lucky man.
yeah,
I don't know. There's heaps of 2D.
and then there's a ton of games that are in 2D as well. Have kind of stolen.
Look, I'm just gonna keep going through this.
and that's
list.
where your Metroids
Super
and those
long.
start
But
coming into it.
didn't it like sort of disappear for a few years, then just made a big.
Yeah, it kind of
Recent
it
years,
dipped.
yeah.
It dipped because a lot of things
Recent
went
years it's come
that
back.
like first person and I don't know RPG strategies and
Yeah. All right.
things. Battle Block Theatre
Yep.
still going. Limbo.
Limbo's is a very different one. It's
Yeah.
more about the puzzles with the platforming, but yeah, they work. Puzzle platforming is some of the cool stuff though, where it's not necessarily just about momentum going ahead, hell for leather at the end, but just actually thinking about what you're doing before you do it. And the whole look before you leap sort of idea.
Oh well, Sonic. Forgot about Sonic.
Oh, yeah, Sonic. The
Yeah, I
old
guess he
Sega.
did some cool things.
Look, I'm just saying, like Sonic.
And
The
now
first
it's-
couple of Sonic games on the Sega
They
were
were
amazing.
pretty good, yeah. I'll agree with that.
Oh, Alex Kidd in Wonderland, like one of my favorite games of all time.
The old
Yeah, sure.
built-in game.
Yeah, the old built-in game, exactly. It's awesome. Like, you know, the bosses, rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
Cool. But I mean, look, there's heaps. I mean, I don't know what draws me to platformers. Like, I think it's kind of like that, almost that speed run mentality, where
Yeah.
like I want to do the perfect run. Like, I just love like the first level of Mario, like being able to polish that off, like perfect, like not
Yes,
hitting the thing,
nail
getting the
jumps,
right
yeah.
things, getting the right jumps, like even like doing Super Mario 3, like just nailing everything you can in that, like
Yeah.
you know, just
Same
getting
with
the
Donkey
perfect
Kong
lines.
Country 2.
Yeah.
DK coins and was it? No, it wasn't balloons, was it? It was
Well, the
DK
balloons for
coins.
your lives.
Oh no, the little cannon things,
Yeah.
the little secret bonus areas. That, yeah.
Apparently, I think there's a hack or something in
Of
that
course
where
it
there's
is. There's always
Like
There's
a-
always a hack.
you don't do it, like you don't.
like how there's always
You go
a
back, you
lighthouse.
don't collect something, you read a note, you go back, and then like you get all those things. So you get every time you finish the level, you get instant
Yeah.
access to the bonus levels. So
That makes sense.
that's crazy. I don't know. What about you? Like, you've been pretty quiet on the.
Yeah, no, but a lot of the games that you guys have kind of mentioned, I'd agree with. And for me, the big ones were the Donkey Kongs and Mario's of the world. You get more recent things like the Messenger, which is kind of a Metroidvania, but it becomes that later on.
Yeah.
Prior to that, it's your old school Ninja Gaiden style platformer. Like there's a cool resurgence of those coming up at the moment, mostly through Metroidvanias because there's a ton of them. Like Hollow Knight does a great job of it. And it's probably, before we even jump into 3D, a good opportunity to start talking, because you mentioned Metroid before as one that you're a big fan of.
Yes.
There'd be other games that kind of fit that bill. What other sort of games
3D.
in that 2D sort of vein?
2D.
I think there's probably a good divide between 2D and 3D, because things changed a lot with 3D. But
I sure did.
what are some of those other games that pulled on those platforming elements but you maybe wouldn't necessarily call a platform that you were big on? So you've spoken about Metroid, it's a good start.
Trying to think top of the head.
Like Castlevania?
Jazz
Castlevania's
Jackrabbit.
good.
Symphony.
Jazz Jackrabbit.
Jazz Jackrabbit.
Jackrabbit. Oh, God, that's a classic. That's a blast from the past.
Oh.
God.
Some of your Zeldas where they had to use the
Oh, Zelda 2.
I forgot the name of the feather, but the feather you used to, like in Link to the Past.
Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening.
Rock's
for example.
Feather.
Rock's Feather, there. Those sort of, and it's only small.
Yeah.
But a little bit of that, and planning your
So
movements.
platforming elements, in a sense.
Yeah.
Like hook shotting across to make sure that you didn't...
Yeah, and like timing, timing those jumps. It's where the puzzle platforming sort of aspect really kind of shines.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, this is a weird topic to talk about, because I mean, like, what I love about it is that perfect run, but it's also that challenge. Like, it's like, like the frustratingness of it, like, but it would be out being ridiculous, like, because you kind of like, would you say Kirby's a platformer in a sense?
Oh yeah, and Kirby you adore.
I love Kirby, but like how you. Yeah, at the start it's pretty much just jump here, then jump here, then jump here, and later on it's like jump here, but watch out, there's going to be a spike here, and jump here, there's an enemy, and then a spike, and the progressive-ness that like platformers are really good at just ramping up that difficulty, just through making a level harder though. Like, I really enjoy that.
All right, let's start talking 3D if no one's got any others that spring to mind.
3D. I'd say Banjo-Kazooie.
Banjo's a great example. Banjo's probably the one on the 64 that I went to more than anything else.
Oh yeah,
more than Mario. As much as I adore Mario 64 and probably recognise that it's a better game mechanically.
Yeah, but still
Banjo had the style and personality and fun sort of stuff. And that's something rare to better the most.
Yeah.
Like, even though Donkey Kong 64 is technically not great, it's too much, so it's a bit of a collectathon.
Yeah.
Excuse the dog.
But the Donkey Kong had the greatest song of all time.
Oh yeah, the best.
All time.
We're back to
all time.
Here we go. Yeah.
Don't do it too well. Don't do it. We're going to strike. You're going to strike.
Oh,
I don't even know where things land with something like that these days. No, Xbox doesn't claim that sort of stuff.
No, because it's a Donkey Kong, so it's still Nintendo.
Damn it, yeah.
Rayman? Wait, Rayman.
Oh, Rayman's. Yeah,
Rayman's a 2D, isn't it?
Well, Rayman's been 2D recently.
Both.
In Legends and...
It'd be both?
Yeah, I think it's both.
And Origins. But yeah, no, Rayman's done plenty of 2D and 3D, so... Rayman 2 and 3 are 3D games.
Old Rayman.
Rayman, there's some really good ones.
3D.
Rayman 3 is one of the better ones. I think it got dubbed Rayman 3D because they put it on the 3DS when it first came out. Like, oh, gimmicks. But it was already 3D before that.
Yeah. I love Rayman Legends. Have you ever played the musical levels?
Yeah, the Black Betty one's just... That's a treat. Have you tried it before?
No, one of those games I've never really played is Rayman. I played sort of like small bits of it, but not the whole game.
When you get your PS4, I'll lend you my copy, but there's... And Damo's referring to it, and there's other ones as well, but the Black Betty level, like they play the music to Black Betty and you're platforming to it. If you stuff up the song, it just kind of kills off at that point. Like every key
so cool.
moment in the platforming syncs up with, particular strike on the drums or... Like, and it's just...
I'm going to show it to you.
We'll show you off camera.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Jeez.
And I might dub it I'll pop it in the corner.
Is it the Spider Bait version or...
No, the original, but it still works anyway.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's about the actual what they're playing
it's
as
a
opposed
weird...
to the quality. You don't actually hear the lyrics.
Okay, so it's just it's a karaoke version.
Yeah, kind of. I guess, yeah.
A very a cappella.
And your platforming is you playing. to the
Why didn't I
thing.
bring that up? Like, how do I... This is the problem when you get so many ideas going through your head. You
forget
forget
a whole
things. 3D, man. Jack and Daxter. Give me all them 3 platformers.
Well, I didn't even get onto them until really late. But yeah,
Gosh.
I'll come around.
I love it. Love
Crash,
it.
we've spoken about.
Yeah,
last
Crash.
episode,
When I, you know...
when Naughty Dog were doing platformers. Crash and Jack.
Back in the day.
Yeah, you got to be careful. They might close down.
Oh,
That's
never.
that's a throwback to some horrible jokes in another episode.
Yeah,
I died a little bit inside. I thought of losing my beloved Naughty Dog.
I feel terrible when I do that though. Like I feel like it's like one of those real mean things that you do in like a comic book. It's like, hey, you want to get reference to this? Read this 40 chapters ago, and it's like, damn.
Well,
and then
you
you
only
go
have to
back.
go back a week or two to go check out our episode about how Naughty Dog is going to close its doors.
Paul's gonna.
But go check it out. We had an episode dedicated to
Did.
a lot of studio closures and stuff. It's that stuff. Go check it out.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of platformers, but like I just keep going back to like,
Ratchet and Clank's a big one for me.
oh, Ratchet and Clank's a phenomenal
And that's one
game.
that kind of managed to persist even when there was kind of a bit of a dip in 3D
Yeah.
platformers. Ratchet and Clank was still doing like really cool stuff. And then they really blew up again when they did the remake, the weird meta thing where it's like it's a remake. No, it's a game based on the film that is based on the game,
Yes.
which was such a nightmare to try and wade through. But it was funny. But then
I only played the game. I
Oh
didn't
no,
watch the movie.
I mean the game. Like the game is funny. The games are funny.
Yeah, I know.
Good.
Yeah, but I didn't watch the movie, and I didn't go back to play the original game. I only played that one game, and I was like, "Wow, this is phenomenal."
They do
I think you
amazing
lent that to me,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Actually, Insomniac did a whole bunch of cool ones. So yeah, they obviously had Ratchet and Clank. They did Spyro, the original Spyros.
Oh,
and I love
Spyro's a
Spyro.
fun
Before
game.
it moved on from Insomniac and like Crash, it all went to shit. But
Yeah, Crash was alright. They had some okay moments.
I like the Mind Over Mutant or something.
Oh, look, I didn't play it, so I can't complain about it. But Twin Sanity had a ridiculously grass soundtrack and
Yeah.
like a fun-filled game. It was weird. Like, you know, I complained about it. I was like, it's not Crash anymore. But it was like, no, it's still Crash. It was like, it's just not the best.
Are there any from kind of this 3D space that I assume you're wading through a giant list now? Are there any that kind of
Ape Escape's not a platformer, is it? No.
I never really messed around with it? Would you call it?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's kind of a platformer, like, because you've got a platform to get to certain apes and stuff.
We spoke about it in our last episode, one of our last episodes. Croc.
Croc.
Gex. Like there was that 3D,
Gex.
there was the 3D mascot platformer period there where you got
God.
all these other little upstarts trying to have a crack at
Gex
Mario.
3D.
Yeah.
I loved Gex 3D.
Enter the Gecko. And
Enter
all
the
this.
Gecko.
Um,
Give me that.
they're not necessarily the best games, but they're just cool fun to play.
They are fantastic.
Enter the Gecko I was a big fan of.
Yeah.
But
That was with the real life girl in it, wasn't it?
yeah,
He was trying to save her.
Yeah, vaguely, I think. I remember.
Yeah, and you jumped into the TVs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, even the Simpsons put out a few. Like there was a few good Simpsons ones, but like like
Bart's
they had,
Nightmare? Was that one?
yeah.
Oh God.
Oh.
Some
And
of
even there was
those
plenty of
games are terrible.
platforming and like you hit and runs and stuff because you weren't in the car the whole time. You'd get out and then you'd go and do whatever, and you're
Yeah.
bouncing around through the world and doing whatever the hell it is you needed to do.
Yeah.
Mario was killing it in the
Oh.
meantime with 64 and then Sunshine,
Sunshine.
and Odyssey.
God, that was-
Odyssey more recently.
Yeah, Odyssey was
Galaxy 1 and Galaxy
fantastic.
2.
You are Mr. Gay.
Yeah. Which,
What was the second one? Mario Galaxy
where
2.
they put the little stars on the corner of the letters, and if you removed everything else that didn't have a star, it said "You are Mr. Gay."
Yeah, but then they did another
Which
message.
I'm sure no one like intentionally did.
They did another message though in Galaxy 2.
Oh really? What did they say?
I can't remember.
We're sorry.
No.
There's not even a W in these
Oh.
words. How did you do that? Why does no one care?
So,
As it still says
I'm
Super
just going to
Mario
look this
Galaxy
up.
on
It's Mario Galaxy 2.
Yeah. Are there any that kind of stick out at all?
No, I think we've gone through all the ones I can think of.
That's the thing. The 3D platformer kind of died for a long time. You had Ratchet still doing its thing, but that was about it.
Yeah, so it was just a quiet period where there was just nothing, and then all of a sudden it just went
Fair to
bang.
say, PS2 to PS3, that era,
Yeah.
so, or Xbox One to Xbox
Then
360.
and then saw a few indie developers start making
Yeah.
platformers again, and
And then you get
came
stuff like
popular.
Ukulele, which is still not amazing
Yeah.
And Limbo was...
Yeah.
we talked about Limbo.
And that's where you get your
Super
2Ds
Meat
and
Boy.
3Ds, and you get a bit of everything.
Flappy Birds.
Yeah, Flappy
Yeah,
Bird.
even Flappy Bird, for all that,
Or even
get
that...
scoffed about it.
Was it that 2.5D Assassin's Creed?
Yeah, the
Style.
Origins... No, not the Origins. The
I don't know what the hell they are.
Russia and India and China.
Japan. Was it Japan or China? I can't
China,
remember.
I think it was.
I don't know.
Because everyone still wants them to go to Japan.
Oh, that's
for
right,
Assassin's
yeah.
Creed.
No, it wasn't Japan. Oh, I don't know.
I think it was
No, it was China. It could be China. We'll say China.
China, Russia, India.
Unless someone says, no, it's Japan, then...
Correct
it's
us
China.
down below if we got that wrong. Right down here. Do we see platformers starting to kick off again? Like, I mean, we're starting to see a few pop up in the form of Ukulele, and obviously Ratchet in 2016 was huge. But do we see them getting back to the prominence they once were, where we're starting to get like everyone's trying to create a mascot now? Is that a thing that you can see happening?
No.
Or are we just going to get this nice trickle where it's just kind of settled into a groove and you just get a few every now
And then it'll just die off, wait a few years, come back again.
Well, I can see that happening if they go too
But
hard.
then they're starting to say that consoles will die out and there's just going to be this VR stuff, so you don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say. Because we don't know what's going to happen in 5
VR
years.
platforming could be really interesting too,
Yeah.
because there was it became Super Lucky's Tale on the Xbox. Lucky's Tale, it came to the Vive or Oculus, I think, originally. Like, that was a VR platformer, and people didn't think it could work, and it did. You've got Moss on the PSVR, that's kind of a platform in the same sort of vein.
So that took me a lot longer than it should have.
What'd you find?
So the first one was You Are Mr. Gay.
Oh, this is the whole Mario thing,
Yeah.
right?
And then in Super Mario Galaxy 2, it was Ya I Am Are You. Yeah,
really?
like pretty. Yeah, I am. Are you?
Nintendo.
Yeah, but they came out and said it was a complete
Stop
accident.
it.
But I mean, look, if you're gonna throw in a hidden message
Rubbish.
or whatever, that would be rubbish.
That's bollocks.
Look, yeah, I like the resurface of platforming. The Oculus, when I first tried the Oculus, I got to play that really sweet VR platformer game. So you were playing like a fox or something, and then you like...
That was Lucky's Tale I was talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Were you
I
on your
was-
phone?
Yeah, I was on my
That's
phone.
right, he was doing research. It was for the
But
episode. It was
yeah,
for
that was
you.
really cool because like you were looking
there.
down and you're like, holy shit, can I go down there? And you're like, oh shit, wait, I'm over here. Like,
Yeah, you
Yep,
keep
it's-
steering the sticks, but you're like this godlike entity looking over the top. The little dude's fallen off a cliff and died already, and you're going, oh, look at that.
oh, look at that. Can I go down there?
Wow.
Can I go down there? I bet you can
But, like,
go
that's,
down there.
that's a cool sort of idea.
It
like,
is.
When it goes wrong for you, the player, you look ridiculous. But
Yeah, no.
little dudes getting stabbed to death by people with
It's
pitchforks and
cool.
stuff.
I mean, I know it sounds dumb, but I'd love like a Halo platformer. Like a Spartan Ops, like, platformer where you're just like running around, like, jumping up
bouncing
things.
on Goombas.
Well, you know, like almost like a top down, you know, like
I'm sure there's
like
probably some stupid fan
was it-
project.
it's not
too.
Halo
like
Wars, is it?
Halo, but
What's the game that-
Halo Wars is strategy.
yeah. What was the other one where it was Bird's Eye? Spartan Ops? No, that was the
Spartan Assault.
Spartan Assault.
And there was
like
another one too, I
that,
can't think of it.
but like
Again,
platforming
in the comments.
version. I don't know. I just think that it would be cool to shoot run and gun platform
Yeah.
again. I'm sure there's some that I've missed.
Well, that running gunning aspect's something that some like action platformers there really just love diving into. It's
G.I. Joe was amazing.
yeah.
G.I. Joe.
So we can't see them ever really becoming as big as they once were. But
No.
we leave it to you out there, the indie developers. It's in your hands because you're creating some really cool stuff. We got the Shovel Knights and Messengers and those sort of games of the world.
Cuphead.
In Cuphead. Oh yeah.
Oh,
How did we
Cuphead.
go the whole time without thinking of Cuphead? People have purged.
I was going to
from
keep
their
bringing it
memories
up, and I
because
kept getting
it makes people
distracted.
angry.
Sure.
There's some cool stuff, but we think it's down to the indies.
Oh, yeah.
Fair to say.
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, Mario will keep producing platformers.
Nintendo will just keep doing what Nintendo does with platformers, but you don't really see Xbox or PlayStation really.
Xbox tried at the beginning.
But sort of more big name
Yeah.
companies. I don't really see them doing much in.
Yeah, Ubisoft will
Platforms.
go with Rayman.
yeah,
That's what
oh
it
no,
feels like.
we're going to make these for the mature gamer, hey. Yeah.
And they ignore
Call of Duty platformer.
Well, they ignore the fact
Call
that
of Duty
the
platformer.
mature gamer, like the genuine mature gamer, loves the likes of Pokemon and stuff that's clearly targeted at kids.
Pokemon
Like,
Go.
Mature gamers are happy to play
Yeah, because it's
anything
a-
on the
it's a
spectrum.
numbers
They don't
game.
Get it. Yeah.
You know,
But, no, but like, I mean, there is that.
yeah.
But you've got people like me that
Celeste.
couldn't care less, and I'd say, yes, Celeste is a good one. There's plenty of people that don't care about like the nitty gritties and they just want to go out and play it. And I think it's the same sort of idea with platformers. Like, just give me something cool and fun to go play. There was heaps of people that went back and played ukulele just because it reminded them of banjo.
Banjo.
And
good
those
old
sort of
days.
things. So the good old days.
Ding, 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 ding.
Then everything went dark and
Ding,
terrible.
ding,
And,
Days of non-microtransactions. And
yeah.
DLC.
What are you talking
Me
about? I had to
want
pay
money
for
now.
half of FIFA and half later. It was ridiculous.
Oh, my 2K player cost $400.
At least that was just the price of the game.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know.
Sound off in the comments with some of your favourites. Shoot down some of ours if you think they're rubbish. Feel free to talk smack. We just be nice about it.
Take you down. Like I said, I'll come to your house and beat you up.
What did you say about Lanky Kong?
Yeah, Funky
dare
Kong's
you.
obviously the greatest.
Yeah,
But
anyway,
anyway, Chunky.
Chunky. Yeah, Chunky. And then you got
And the
obviously Dixie,
Tiny.
Diddy, and
Is it Tiny? No, Tiny's in the 64 one.
Yeah, Dixie was in.
Dixie's,
in,
number 2.
Yeah.
And the
and the
tropical
3D one. Yeah. So sound off in the comments with your thoughts. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Matto, where can those buttons be found?
There.
There and there, all across here. And hit that notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video when it goes up. Find all those details on the website as well, player2.net.au. You'll find reviews and previews and links to all our videos and a whole bunch of other stuff. It's a busy time of year. There's lots of stuff going up, so go and check it out.
It's not even Christmas yet.
It's not even Christmas. Patreon.com, where you, by pledging a few dollars, get early access to episodes, the higher tiers, get monthly exclusive episodes, and the ability to join us on the monthly Player 2 podcast. If you're local, maybe we even try and rustle you up for this. A commitment I
Beat you up.
I don't plan to. Yeah, especially if you're that guy that railed on Donkey Kong and you pledge. We'll get you here and then beat the crap out of you on camera.
No, that's going very...
I didn't say I have to put it out on the
Al-Qaeda.
internet. We'll just keep it.
I was keeping
We'll just keep it. It's like
for
a
our
reminder
own,
for anyone.
our own.
We felt good
entertainment.
about ourselves that one time. Damo, you're on the internet.
I
Where
am
can you
on
be
the
found?
internet. I can be found at Tacos Talks on Twitter or many other social medias if you can be bothered to look.
At Matto_Phil. Still need a sponsor.
Oh, yeah, we're still fishing.
Cadbury.
Cadbury.
Coke, anyone?
Or even fish.
Pepsi, clearly.
No,
Pepsi.
hang on. We have one. We've gone and dropped him like a hat since the last time we recorded. Dooney's Diner.
Duties.
Doonies. Thank you, Doonies. Looking after the best of us.
Paul James P2 for me. The website is Player2AU. That is our Patreon exclusive episode for the month.
And if you want to be sponsored by Doonies, go down and get some deliciousness.
Don't know if they'll sponsor you, but you definitely get good food.
Dude, whatever.
Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later.